my channel. I hope you enjoyed all of the fun clips from going to the zoo and book shopping. Before I finish the video, I wanted to give you a quick haul. I only bought 3 books, but, well, boyfriend bought me 3 books, but I'm excited for them, and I definitely plan to read them before the end of the year. We'll see. 2 of them I have heard of before. They've been on my TBR for a while. This other one looks very fun, and I've never seen it before. So I'm excited for all 3 of them. First up, I think this is the first one I picked up. I originally put it down, and then because I've never heard of it before, Suburban Hell by Maureen Kilmer. It looks super fun. The tagline is, "What's a little demonic possession among friends?" It looks super fun. While I was shopping, I was like, babe, look this up on Goodreads. Tell me what the rating is, because I've never heard of it. I've never heard anything about it. I've never seen anybody talk about it on YouTube. They also threw in some cute little bookmarks. I didn't see the cat. They have like a black cat who roams the bookstore. I didn't see him, but and he said it had like almost 4 stars, I think, on Goodreads. So I'm pumped for this one. It reminds me of something that Grady Hendrix would write, or reminds me a little bit of like My Best Friend's Exorcism, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. It's got that kind of vibe to me. So sorry if you can hear Guillermo's ripping apart a cicada or something. You're crunching really loudly. Could you pause for a second? He's pretty into it. I don't think he's gonna pause. So I'll just read the blurbs for you guys, or the synopsis, to kind of give you a little, oh, I just noticed the house looks like it's like a literal haunted house. That's kind of fun. I'm wondering if this is more of a satire. I have that feeling because it looks very fun. But I'll just read the synopsis for you guys if you are interested. Amy Foster considers herself lucky. After she left the city and moved to the suburbs, she found her place quickly with neighbors Liz, Jess, and Melissa snarking together from the outskirts of the PTA crowd. One night during her monthly wine get-together, the crew concoct a plan for a clubhouse. The She Shed in Liz's backyard, a space for just them, no spouses or kids allowed. But the night after they christen the She Shed, things start to feel off. They didn't expect Liz's little home improvement project to release a demonic force that turns their quiet enclave into something out of a nightmare, and that's before the homeowners association gets wind of it. Together, Amy, Jess, and Melissa must fight the evil spirit to save Liz and the neighborhood before the suburbs go completely to hell. It also reminds me a little bit of the Stepford Wives. So it feels like a mix of something old, which is the Stepford Wives. I think that was published in like 1970, 71, something like that, with My Best Friend's Exorcism kind of thrown in there. So feels like a fun mix. I'm excited for this one. Next we have The Vegetarian by Han Kang. I'm not totally sure. I'll have to look up the pronunciation of that. This one has been on my TBR, I think, since it came out, which was, it came out in 2007 originally. The English translation came out in 2015. So I've seen this floating around on social media, BookTube, Bookstagram, for a really long time. And I am a vegetarian, and so that piqued my interest initially, but the synopsis sounds really good. So if you've never heard of this one, it says, before the nightmares began, ooh, I'm gonna have to look up this name, Yong Hai, probably totally butchering that, and her husband lived an ordinary, controlled life, but the dreams, invasive images of blood and brutality torture her, driving Yong Hai to purge her mind and renounce eating meat altogether. It's a small act of independence, but it interrupts her marriage and sets into motion an increasingly grotesque chain of events at home. As her husband, her brother-in-law, and her sister each fight to reassert their control, Yong Hai obsessively defends the choice that's become sacred to her. Soon their attempts turn desperate, subjecting first her mind and then her body to ever more intrusive and pervasive violations, sending Yong Hai spiraling into a dangerous, bizarre estrangement, not only from those closest to her, but also from herself. So I feel like this may need a trigger warning. There were definitely some things in there I feel like might be a metaphor for some pretty dark things, so we'll see how it goes. I definitely love a good unraveling. Just watching someone completely lose their mind is kind of like sickeningly satisfying. It sounds like it's going to be a very interesting October read, so maybe I'll get to this one this month. And then finally, we have one that I have read the first chapter of because it was available on Amazon, like to preview. I know that I'm gonna like it because I've read this author before, and that is All's Well by Mona Awad. She wrote Bunny, which was very good, very weird and twisted. That would be an excellent October read if you're looking for something with witchy vibes. It kind of gives off like The Craft, but also like Mean Girls too. I don't know, it was a really fun, entertaining, one of those like, what just happened? Was that even real? Did any of that even happen? By the time you get to the end of it, it was really entertaining. It was really good. I think I read it last year in October around this time. So this is her new one. So the synopsis says, Miranda Fitch's life is a waking nightmare. The accident that ended her burgeoning acting career left her with excruciating chronic back pain, a failed marriage, and a deepening dependence on painkillers. Determined to put on Shakespeare's All's Well That Ends Well, she faces a mutinous cast hell-bent on staging Macbeth instead. That's when she meets three strange benefactors who have an eerie knowledge of Miranda's past and a tantalizing promise for her future. One where the show goes on, her rebellious students get what's coming to them, and the invisible doubted pain that's kept her from the spotlight is made known. It says All's Well is about a woman at her breaking point and a formidable, piercingly funny indictment of our collective refusal to witness and believe female pain. So, sounds really good. If you guys have read this one yet, definitely let me know what you thought. So these are the three. I'm really excited for them. You guys let me know if you've read them and what you thought. There definitely won't be a video every single day, but I will do my best to entertain you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Also, sneak peek, I do have the bookshelf. It's happening.